nice. Look after yourself. Have a great weekend. And it's good to see you. I've been wondering where you are. It's been a while since we worked. I bet it's getting on fit. It's probably, I see. Yeah, it was June last year. In fact, the last time I worked here, I was off ill with food poisoning from work. I remember that, 10th of June. No, I've not had the rig long then. Anyway, cheerio for now. Thanks for your time. 5B4AIX, G0UWK.
Yeah, Roger. G0UWK, 5B4AIX. Yeah, fine indeed there, mate. Well, it's been very enjoyable. Yeah, fine on the transverter aspect there. Anyone on the island that actually does not fire transverter, I know 5B4AHY, quite keen on 2 meters SSBs, collecting quite a few countries himself there, old Dave. But otherwise, don't know. Maybe other people on the island may do a little bit of 2 meter working, but we're quite low here, obviously, at sea level, so 2 meters isn't, you know, we struggle to get into the local repeater here down in Paphos itself, so anything else. And I think I've got enough antennas there to play about with. I'm not even going to put up the 6 meter one. This year, I had it up there last year, and I don't know what happened to it. The SWR went berserk, and not much that can go wrong with it. 6 meter Yagi, you thought, but I couldn't get it down, so I just put it behind the shed here. I've got a vertical up, which is for 270 and 6. I thought, well, if it becomes that good, we'll work the BB and can't be bothered. It's not so much the antenna is heavy, but when you got 5 connected alley poles to it, it's very awkward to get up in the air, and I've got to try and fit them. Everything fits over the reinforcement bars surrounding the house on the roof. They're all my anchor points for everything, so it's a little bit awkward. And now that I've had this off, I don't want it to tear open again or anything like that, so we may just disregard that. Yes, the 2000, yeah, strange BC. I know when they first came out, it wasn't well received, but, you know, with the PEP upgrade and all the various upgrades since then, software-wise, I think it's very, very good. Very good value for money now, which I always thought the MPs were as well, especially when they released the 2000. MPs were going well, but because of how it was received, the 2000, the prices of FT1000s have probably sneaked up a little bit. They're still fetching very good money second hand. So it'll take a while for that to filter through once everyone think, well, you know, the 2000 isn't as bad as one thinks. I don't really have any hints and tips on the thing. I tend to run with either 1 or 2 amplifiers on, but I tell you what, I always have the attenuator in at 6 dB. With the attenuator in with the 1 amp on, the signal to noise is very much improved. It really is. I mean, if they're very weak and you can put up with the extra noise amplification, amp 2 comes, and I've got it on here actually, but it's not very noisy on here, but I find, you know, running the 6 dB attenuator, no matter what band I'm on, just improves the signal to noise ratio quite a bit. You can sort of really hear some of the weak signals in there. May not be able to work them, but, you know, I can hear them in there. Hi. And that's about it. I mean, we've got some outboard DSP. We've got a little BHI thing, which does make a difference, just to suppress the ambient noise floor. I've got an old JPS, same thing, dual DSP, and we play about with that as well. So, you know, it all helps. We've got to do the best with what we can, put up whatever antennas we can, use whatever accessories are available that helps things along. That's the way the hobby is. I've actually, I didn't start it from the beginning. It's only about five minutes ago. I did switch the recorder on the live video stream. So I'll save that, mate, and I'll upload it to YouTube. There's a facility to load it up to YouTube, and I'll put my tag and your tag in there. So maybe a bit later on today, if you look up there, it should pop up on YouTube, and you can review our last bit of the contact. G0UWK, thanks indeed, Ian. Look forward to the next, mate. 5 Bravo 4 Alpha, Italy X-ray.
Yeah, 5 Bravo 4 Alpha, Italy X-ray, Golf Uniform Whiskey Kilo. Cool, yeah, I'll have a look for that for sure. That's great. I started doing a bit of videoing in the shack. What I was going to do, as I've been off HF for, it must be about 6 or 7 years, and I thought, well, I've been playing on 2 meters for a while, fancied a change. I put the monobander up for 10, and I thought this time round, cycle 24, I'll document the sunspot maximum. So I've got a Canon DSLR on a tripod in the shack, and every now and again I set it up on manual focus, and I record some of the rare stuff. So I recorded the VK9 and the Cayman Islands and one or two others, you know, and they are going on YouTube. So I'll send you a link to that. They're only small snippets, perhaps 1 or 2 minutes long, you know, but it all adds a bit of interest. It's all focused on the F-meter, on the FT2000, some close-ups. So all good stuff. Okay, and all noted on the Behringer, by the way. I tell you what, I bought one of the 8, what are they, the W8 IHY 8-band EQs, and I'm very disappointed with it. I'm going to sell it, actually. I connected it to the FT2000 and I play for a while, and I also did the same with I've got a Kenwood 870 as well that I use on HF, and there's far too much gain in them. I know they're adjustable at the bottom, but I just couldn't get it right. I built attenuators in the microphone line, and no matter what you do, I always get RF in it. I put loads of clamp-on chokes on. I can't get it right. It's not suitable for this shack. For some reason, I've got too much RF floating about. So I agree with you. The noise gate is a facility I've never used before. I thought was brilliant, and perhaps the Behringer's the way to go. I might give that a go with a high-on microphone. Anyway, with that, I'll say 73 to you. Have a great weekend. Pleasure to catch up with you, and glad to know everything's well. On the 2 meter front, by the way, from a small back garden here, I've worked 67 countries and got 66 of them confirmed on 2 meters. About 15 of them are off the moon, but all the rest have been Aurora, Sporadici, Thropo. So it's been a really interesting time on 2, and I built all the kit. I built the amplifier, the transverter, and the antennas all from scratch. So that was a new part of the hobby I'd never tried before, but I had some help from a friend. So it's been interesting. It's nice to get back on 10 as well. 5B4 AIX G0UWK signing with you. Thanks again, Nos. Take care.
Yeah, Roger. Fine. Okay, Ian. Well, that's great indeed. Well, have a look on my QRZ.com site, and you'll see the program that I use, which is very good. I've had a little bit of problems. I can't do the chat thing, but I'm not really bothered about chat. It's a bit of interference there, people trying to make skeds and everything else, and I can't get into it anyway. But very good facility. It's free as well. And obviously, there's many programs that do the same. But for me, with the slow download speed we have here, we only got 2 megs, and a lot less than that for uploading. It's okay. It does what it's supposed to, and we've had quite good comments from people that have viewed it, and they can find out where I am, or see what the radio, or hear the radio, what it's listening to, hear their audio coming back. Not a thing to do while mid-QSO because of the delay. Can be very off-putting, but to be reviewed at any time. We've made a few clips up there in the archive as well, with some DX stations, some of my pile-ups as well, so you can view them also all at your leisure. But yeah, the Behringer Shark DSP-110, if you run the headset affair where you have the converter for the radio, that's the best way to go, because you can use your desk mic. I'm using an old MD1 here just for the PTT, but I can always plug the mic in, which I have to do on 80 meters. Like you, I have the RF problem just on 80 meters here, and only when I'm using the Behringer. But when I plug direct with a microphone, it's okay there on 80 meters. But having the converter, of course, gives you scope to plug in any type of microphone that uses a jack plug type or whatever. So it gives you a little bit more flexibility as well. Okay, that's it. Great. Fantastic contact, mate. Thanks very much indeed for the very enjoyable QSO. Look forward to the next time. Germany 0 UWK 5 Bravo 4 Alpha Italy X-ray. Take care.
Yeah, okay, Nos. Many thanks for the chat. I've got you up on QIZ.com there with all the gear. Looking all summed out. You can send some of that over. That's for sure. I don't think it's going to be a good summer, but you know the score over here. You have 4 years of rain, and then maybe if you're lucky, you get one half reasonable summer. So we'll see. All right. Until the next time. You take care. 5B4AIX G0UWK. Tata from Stoke-on-Trent.
Yeah, thanks indeed, mate. Cheers and beers from Sir Sunny Isle. Bye-bye.